Record. And woo! Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode of Convos with Your Mom's Favorites with hosts Mo and Greg. I am Mo.
I am Greg.
And we are back. We are back. We are back.
We're
with
back.
another episode for who?
The people.
Uncle G, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I am great.
Good.
I am great.
Good.
I am great.
Good.
Because today is my birthday.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep those celebrations going right on. Yes, we're going to keep the celebration going. It was funny, too. My dad was like, are you sure you want to record tomorrow because it's your birthday? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I understand it's my birthday, but the grind must go on.
Yeah.
It must continue. And if we are going to make this profitable, I might have to record on my birthday. So it does it's not like we're going to be here all day.
No, we're not. We're going to hit it and quit it.
It's not like we're going to be here all day. So we are here to we're going to pod and then we're going to skedaddle.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm 32.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah. I had to it's funny. I had to remember how old Lee was.
Mm-hmm. So that you can remember how
So
old?
that I can remember how old I was. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Once I hit 25, I stopped counting.
Stop counting.
I just stopped counting.
I think it was for after I hit 30. I was like, yeah, well, it's another birthday. It's another birthday. Yeah. Another one down. Another one for the books.
I mean, I made it another year, so
know?
I'm grateful.
I'm grateful. Yeah.
I'm grateful. And yeah, we'll still be accepting gifts for the remainder of the month.
That's right.
You still have a chance. Cash App, Zelle, check, cash, Metro card. Any of that is accepted.
There you go.
All of that is accepted. Physical gifts as well. I will appreciate the physical gift. And as what's the name said in Coming to America, we appreciate the money that jingles. But I would much rather have the kind that folds.
Oh.
So, but we are going to pod.
Yep.
You know what? One day I'm going to remember to send the notes from that phone to this phone. So that when we sit down to record, I remember what I wrote down.
Oh, okay. Oh, you put the notes in there?
Yes, I have notes in there, and I just...
Which is okay if you remember
yes,
what you
if I can remember
what you wrote.
What I wrote.
Yeah.
But I don't. I do want to start off saying rest in peace.
Yeah.
To
we can start with the sad stuff first.
What's his name? What's his name? Lance. What's the guy's name? Come on, phone. Where is things? Oh.
Yeah. He just passed.
Lance Reddick.
This weekend.
Yes,
right?
this weekend.
He just passed this weekend.
Known for his roles in Oz, The Wire, and most recently the John Wick franchise.
Yep. Matter of fact, in honor of him, I watched Saturday. I watched all three John Wicks.
Yeah.
I watched them like back to back.
He because it's crazy. He's not even a main character.
No.
In those series, but he became a fan favorite.
And you remembered him.
Yes.
You really, even though like he and I'm sure he initially, when they initially wrote him in, he was not supposed to be a main character, but there was just something about him that you liked and you remembered him. And so, to see him, they see them stretch his character out. And even though not that they stretched it out, but just to see more of him in the movies,
yes,
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
And he will be missed.
Yeah.
And what I've been seeing a lot too is because he voiced a character on the video game Destiny.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he loved the game.
Okay.
So then he got to voice a character in the game. And what they've been doing is apparently he has like a ledge in the game. And players of the game have been like gathering at his site in the game and hosting vigils for him, which I think is really dope because he impacted not just, the cinema world, but also in video games.
Gaming.
So, but yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Lance Reddick. You will be missed.
Yes.
John Wick will. It'll be noticed.
Yeah,
it'll be noticed.
It will definitely.
It'll be noticed.
It will be noticed
that you are not there.
Yeah. But it was his character will be missed.
Yes, definitely. But I saw some news yesterday, right?
Okay.
A whole bunch of Marvel news just released itself yesterday. Starting with, I'm going to start with the release dates of the shows changing.
Oh, which shows?
All the shows.
Really?
The upcoming shows. They
which ones are upcoming? I mean, I've been hearing different.
Well, no, it's like Secret Invasion, like all the ones announced at last year's Comic-Con.
Okay. They've changed the dates on all of them?
They've changed the dates on all of them.
All right.
Because none of them had like specific dates like March 24th, 2023, but they had like spring 2023, summer 2023, dates like that. All of the dates have now changed to coming soon.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yes. No, that's not good.
No? That's not good.
Because coming soon doesn't mean it'll be here quicker.
You know what? Yeah, you are absolutely right. Coming soon does not mean quicker.
Yes.
It means
at some point.
Some point. Yeah. That means, well, stop asking because we said coming soon.
Yes. And this is right off Kevin Feige saying that they want to slow down with the release of shows.
Okay.
Because he's hearing the fans, and they agree that the shows have been oversaturated.
Okay. I agree.
Like it's been an oversaturation of Marvel.
Yeah.
Like just Marvel things.
Yeah.
So that they want to like slow it down, dial it back, and give the teams more time for production and just to like flesh out and tell better stories.
Okay. Yeah.
So
which one is? Did they at least say what's coming first?
No,
they didn't even say that. Really? No. Wow.
It's just everything on the website says coming soon.
Okay.
So it is speculated that Secret Invasion will still be coming relatively soon because the Marvels is coming out this year.
Yeah.
And it's almost a given that it'll have some connection, Secret Invasion, to whatever's coming next in the Marvels. Okay. So we'll probably get that sometime relatively soon.
Okay.
But as for the rest of it, we just...
Well, what about Loki? That's on the coming soon?
Yeah.
It's just read.
Yeah.
Wherever it falls, it falls.
Wherever it falls, it falls.
Okay. Because I thought Loki would be coming out sooner because of the fact that because of Quantumania, that and the ending of Quantumania that they do kind of like a lead into Loki. Right. So I'm figuring out Loki would probably be the first one that they would drop.
Yeah, but they might just, that might just be there to let you know what's coming.
Oh, okay.
Because again, we are telling the story all over again.
Yeah.
So we could not get Loki until right before the next Avengers movie.
Ooh, okay. All right. Like I said, I'm just along for the ride this time. It's like
I'm just
I'm just kind of like along for the ride.
I'm just here
and see how it goes. If it's
I'm just I'm just here.
I'm just here this time.
Here this time. Not really looking forward too much, but I'll get what I get out of it.
Yep. I'll take them as they come.
Yeah. But also the exec left, executive for VFX production. Let me get her name. It's Alonzo. VFX exec. Marvel. Love Google. Victoria Alonzo.
Okay.
She exited abruptly.
Ooh.
After like a decade of working for Marvel.
Wow.
But
where'd she go? DC?
No, we don't know.
She didn't say.
Yeah, she didn't say. She left. But that is also after there was Marvel's visual effects have been under fire.
Yeah.
With the last couple of movies and shows.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they have been.
And rightfully so,
Yeah.
because I mean they haven't looked the best.
Nope. They kind of like gone backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of gone backwards instead of forward.
So
I could see
she did leave, yeah.
And maybe that's why they're dialing back. Maybe they're gonna go back in and redo some of the effects and maybe try to tighten them up, maybe make them a little better. Because again, they have not been
up to par.
They
haven't been up to par
that's the phrase
at all.
I was looking for.
So, I wish her well, you know.
Yeah.
I hope there was no,
nothing really bad.
Yeah, I hope there was nothing underhand,
no really bad blood, with her separating herself from Marvel. Yeah, and if she ends up at DC, they're getting somebody good.
Yeah.
They'll be getting somebody good.
I mean, it's just recently where like things just kind of went like down.
Yeah.
The crapper. It was just, for a long time, Marvel was just the gold standard.
Yep. That was it. But not so much anymore. Yeah.
And in funny news, right? In funny news, Chris Hemsworth is still mad at Cate Blanchett for breaking Mjolnir.
You kidding me?
In Thor Ragnarok. She recently posted a picture on Twitter because she was at Disney. And she posted a picture with Thor and someone else. And he replied to the picture and he was like, "Nice picture, but I'm still mad." Like he LOL, so I'm sure. It's all in fun, but it was just, you broke me on it. And I get it because, he had a real serious relationship with that hammer, as is explored in Thor: Love and Thunder. But I thought that was funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. And there was something else. What just happened? Oh my goodness. Something else happened yesterday and I wrote it down.
And it's in that phone.
And it's in that phone that's currently recording us.
Oh,
man. It's going to kill me too.
Well, think about it. And while you think about it, I'll talk. But
okay.
You know what? I wanted to thank you for extending me the ability to watch Peacock, because since then I have watched the first season and up to date the second season of Bel-Air.
Isn't that show great?
I am loving that show.
Isn't it great?
That has got to be one of the greatest series that I have looked at in a long time.
Yes.
I'm not, and I'm not blowing smoke, and I'm just, I mean, they did the thing. They did the thing on this one, man. I love it. I love the characterizations, which I didn't think I was initially going to like.
Mm-hmm.
Love the characterizations. Love the characters. Loved all the characters. And for me, that's always been the big thing. If I don't care about the characters, I'm not watching it.
Right.
And I like all of these characters.
Yeah.
And I like the way they portrayed all of them.
Definitely. I like how they took, you can tell certain episodes in the show, Bel-Air, you can call back and remember.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Those specific episodes with the Fresh Prince.
From the Fresh Prince, exactly.
And I even liked how they took they took episodes and kind of like stretched them out a little bit over like multiple episodes.
Yeah.
Like for example, the episode with like Carlton and like, him having like anxiety and like taking the drugs for his anxiety.
Yeah.
They kind of just stretched that out. Whereas it was one episode in the sitcom, they kind of just stretched it out further along.
Yeah. Which was good because again, that's something that that's something that's not can be dealt with properly in a half hour.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's something a little bit more serious and a little bit more, and would have a bigger effect on a person and on the whole family. So, you might want to stretch that out over, especially if it's a long-term series, is over a couple of episodes.
Yeah. So, but Bel-Air is really good. They've been renewed for season 3.
Have they really?
Yes.
Oh, they
have been renewed for season 3.
I think And it's interesting. I was thinking about it on the way here, and I think, and out of all the characters, I guess I like all of them. I think I'm crazy about all of them. I love his portrayal of Will.
Yes.
It's like it's interesting. It's like it's almost like watching him all over again,
Yes.
and it's not overstated. It's just almost like it flows naturally. And it's like I'm like, oh my God, I think I love what they did with Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeffrey is a straight up
You thug.
thug.
But like in the
smoothest
way possible.
Yes.
Smoothest way possible.
Jeffrey is a straight up thug.
It's like he's a proper gentleman, but you know he is not one to be messed with.
No. He will snap your neck in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, it's like, you know what? I know there was one scene he said when he was talking about the artist who's the art curator who was working with his wife.
Yeah.
He said, Jeffrey, I need you to find out about, I forgot the guy's name, but he said, already on it. I was like, dang. He was like, already. He said,
on it.
He said, I'm already on it.
Yeah, but I like that a lot. I think my favorite character still is Jazz.
That's my second favorite character.
Because I'm like, you captured the essence
of
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yep.
But made him a more serious, a character to be taken more seriously in this one.
Yeah. He's not just a comedic effect.
Yes.
You know, but he actually has some weight and some depth to him, and you want to watch him.
Yes.
You want to watch him. You want to see, all right, well, what are you going to do with this character? How is he going to relate to Hillary, or where is that going? You know, what are we eventually going to do with that? I like what they're doing with it so far. You know, I like what they're doing with the character of him and Hillary. I like the fact that they made him Muslim.
Yeah.
That
was a nice touch.
That was a nice touch, a surprising touch. And that was because when the first time they show it, it was he was praying, and I was like, okay, all right. I said, oh, all right, he's a Muslim. I said, okay. And then the next scene, when they finally introduce his parents, I was like, oh wow, this is all right. This was a good touch.
Yeah, very good touch.
This was a good touch.
But yeah, Bel-Air it's great.
Oh man! So if you have not watched it yet, please, it's only on season 2. Don't wait until it's gone and try to watch it. Watch it now. I guarantee you, if you were a fan of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you will enjoy. Again, you will enjoy this series.
Yes,
it is really, really.
But now, do you see my point? Why I'm scared?
What?
Because of how well this show is doing, that they might try it with something else.
Yeah, well, you remember they did the thing on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Because that was in my mind as I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, man, I hope they don't do this.
You see what's happening.
Yeah.
You see what's happening.
Yeah, I could see.
And I'm just like, yo, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that would, that could be catastrophic.
It could be.
Because this was, again, well, first of all, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was such a well-loved series.
Yes.
You know, and then to have, so to have this done and to have it done from a different perspective, from more of a dramatic perspective, it made it a lot more, it made it a lot more interesting. So it wasn't like you're just watching a rehash. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not just watching a rehash, but you're watching some things that'll remind you of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it's not so overly done. You know, there were some good touches, like the one scene where Aunt Viv, she's getting ready to accept this conservatory in the art world.
Yes.
And she goes to meet the people who are in charge of it, and she goes in and there's the actress who played Aunt Viv.
Yes.
And then the actress who played his mother.
Well, his mother.
On the series.
Light-skinned Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
Yeah,
light-skinned Aunt Viv.
Light-skinned Aunt Viv.
Aunt Viv Light.
Yes.
and the woman who played his mother, the actress who played his mother on the series. I was like, oh That was a good touch.
Yeah.
That was a good touch.
And then to have the original Ashley come back
Yeah,
and be new Ashley's teacher, that's just
that was also good. That
Yeah.
was another good touch. And they do just enough of that to give you the nostalgic oomph, but not so much in overkill. Again, not overkilling it, but it was it's a really good show.
Definitely.
It's a really good show.
Definitely. But we got to help each other out.
Yeah.
Because, if we don't have content to watch,
Yeah.
then we won't have anything to talk about.
There'll be no convo.
Right. There'll be no convos. That's the very first thing, So without the content to watch, there are no convos. And without convos, what are we doing here, really? But I did remember the other thing I wrote down.
Okay.
I remember.
Okay.
Because there is a little boy inside of me who got some really exciting news Friday night.
Okay.
And the news that I got on Friday night after watching The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon was that Good Burger 2
no, sorry.
is in the works.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Finally.
Good Burger 2 is in the works. Yes.
Finally.
Keenan and Kel were on Fallon. And they announced it on Fallon.
That
Good Burger 2 is in the works.
I saw the preview for that episode, and when I found out that Keenan and Kel was going to be on Fallon, I had said to myself, I will bet you they're getting ready to announce that they're finally going to work on Good Burger 2.
Good Burger 2 is in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
I am excited.
I'm very excited.
I am excited.
Because it recently had a resurgence with like today's young audience.
Yep.
And I'm like, listen, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the movie that I constantly watch.
Yeah. And again, because it's like one of those movies that, again, I was a lot older then, but my son was a kid.
Yes.
And he watched it, and as many times as he watched it, I would sit right there and watch it. And it's one of those movies that I still to this day, if I'm turning around on television and I run across it and it's on, I'm sitting there watching.
I'm sitting there watching it.
I'm watching it. I
mean, it's
I'm
great. Even for like Keenan and Kel was awesome, but everything else in that movie was also good because Sinbad in the movie, though he was only in like certain scenes, he had me dying because I still randomly just be sitting minding my business and there's just home of the big booty burger, home of the big booty burger, home of the big booty burger. And I'm just that's just something I pulled from that movie. Yeah. So I'm ecstatic that we are getting another Good Burger. It's been way too long. We have been needed it. And usually I'm against sequels coming this late.
Yeah.
But I think this one will be really good.
I think maybe I'm hoping that they got a good story.
Yes.
Did they say anything about what?
No. All they did was announce that it was coming.
That it's coming.
Yeah.
Good. I wanted this to happen so bad. I even had some ideas as to what I thought the next story should be.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to write down the ideas and send them to Keenan. I said, all right, since you guys don't seem to be getting to be processing this quickly enough, I'm like, look, I'd like to see this before I shuffle out of here. I said, so that being said, here are some ideas
for what you could do.
With
Good Burger 2.
For the next one. Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
I am excited.
Yes.
I am definitely excited.
Definitely.
I think that movie will have probably more adults sitting in, and a lot of younger adults and older adults.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sitting in the theater.
Y'all sit in the back. That's not for y'all. Like matter of fact, y'all go see it yourself. Like this moment is not for y'all. What movie did we do that to? Something came out recently, and there was like a thread where it was just like people. We're the new adults. That's what we keep. That's what we're finding out. We are the adults now.
Yeah.
But just wild in and of itself because who told them that they could do that to us? But there was a movie that came out, and it was just like, bro, kids, this is not for you. This is not your moment. This is not your time. This is for us.
This is for us.
This is for us.
It is.
But what I am learning is, as reboots are being made and like sequels are coming out, I am enjoying a lot of them more because I have taken off the comparative criticism from the original and from what I liked about the original movie. And I've understood that this movie is made, like the reboots are made with us in mind, but not for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, the newest House Party that came out.
Yeah.
I watched it, and because I watched it and I was like, yo, remembering the fact that, like, seeing all of the TikTok famous, Instagram famous, and like those famous celebrities and comedians in this movie, it's not for me or the people who loved the original House Parties.
Exactly.
It's not for us. They're trying to grab a brand new audience with a classic idea.
Okay. I was just going to say a classic theme. Okay.
With the classic idea, trying to grab a brand new audience. And that is what we are getting with all of these reboots. And thinking of it in that mindset, I'm not as mad as I once was.
It made it a lot more palatable.
Yes.
You could sit there and watch it and accept it for what it was.
Yes. And like you open your mind and you're just like, it's, this wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I might even have to go back and watch certain movies. Now, again, this doesn't apply to everything, right? Because I still hate all live action Disney movies, with the exception of Snow White and the Huntsman and Maleficent.
Okay. But they were made totally different.
Yes.
They were totally
right.
They were not
put those to the side.
Yeah, those
I don't hate those.
Yeah.
Everything else,
yeah,
I hate.
So you're still not gonna go see the Little Mermaid?
I'm still not gonna go see the Little Mermaid.
Dude,
but
did you see the preview?
But I did.
Okay.
I did.
What'd you think about the preview?
I said, this is not something I want to go see.
Still.
Now, I am still willing
to pay it for somebody else to go.
To purchase a ticket. Because Haley Bailey is in it.
Yeah.
Halle Bailey is in it. And
you want to support her.
I am supporting her.
Okay.
Because I'm still rooting for everyone black.
Yeah.
So I will still purchase a ticket to support her.
Okay.
I myself am not going to see this.
Okay.
Unless a ticket is purchased for me.
Okay. All right.
Or if I get in the car, and you say, hey, let's hang out, and we go. And then when we get to where we're going to, it's to see The Little Mermaid. Okay, we're here now, so I'm going to watch it.
Okay. All right.
But no, I don't want to see it.
No?
No.
I saw the... Well, they announced they showed the actual preview on the night of the Oscars, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, it made me want to see it more."
Okay.
Yeah, it's still. I am, and here's the thing: I really to date, and I'll have to be honest with you, to date, I have not watched any of the Disney live action movies.
God bless you.
I've not watched.
Like I said,
this one will be the first one. The first one I'm watching.
Okay. If again, like I said, if you were to watch one, Snow White and the Huntsman.
I seen that. Yeah, I didn't really consider those like live action. Those to me, those were. They were interesting. They were live action, but they were different stories.
Right.
You know, the Snow White and the Huntsman was a whole, plus whatchamacallit was in it, and I'm a big fan. She played the evil queen, Charlize Theron, and I'm a big fan.
Apparently, did you see? I saw a recent video interview she was in. We're mispronouncing her last name.
No, how do you pronounce her last
She said
name?
it was like Throne.
Are you
Like,
kidding me?
yeah, like we've been mispronouncing her last name too.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We've just been butchering all of these celebrity names. Like we've just been like butchering
years.
for
For
years.
years.
We've just been butchering names.
It was like,
But no, she was really good. And Snow White and the
yeah.
Huntsman.
I watched those because that wasn't the first one. There were two of them. It was Snow White and the Huntsman.
And
What was the other one? Oh my gosh.
Snow, because Snow White.
It was Snow White and the Huntsman, and then who was the Huntsman? That was Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth was the Huntsman. What was the first one? Why can't I think of that? But they were two separate. They were separate. They were, to me, they weren't quote unquote live action Disney movies. They were kind of like just based on a theme, based on a theme. Maleficent, again, I watched that because Angelina Jolie, I'm a big fan of hers. And I liked the look.
Okay.
And it was the look that kind of attracted me to the movie. And then after I watched the movie, I enjoyed the story. But I guess because of the focus was more on Maleficent than it was on Snow White. Snow White was kind of like just a byproduct of the fact that they're telling the story of Maleficent. So what's the other one?
The Huntsman's Winter War. The Huntsman Winter War.
That was the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's Snow White and the Huntsman Winter
Yeah, because
War.
Emily Blunt was in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Huntsman's
Okay.
Winter War.
Okay.
Yeah. But those, I didn't care for the second one as much as the first one.
I didn't like that. I didn't like the second one either.
But the first one was good.
The first one was great.
Maleficent was good.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the second
neither.
Maleficent either.
They didn't need to do
They
this.
didn't need sequels.
They didn't need, neither of those movies needed
No.
sequels. No, they should have just been standalone.
Yeah.
Because they were great. They were great movies.
They were good on their own,
Yeah.
so it wasn't necessary. But yeah, The Little Mermaid, I watched the trailer. Because again, one of my problems is I don't like the way they look underwater. I think that could have just been done better. But so
Okay, good. Finish your thought. Then I'll say
no,
what
I
was gonna
just
say.
I just thought that could have been done better. So it's a little detracting. And again, it's live action Disney, and I don't like live action Disney because I will never forgive them for what they did to The Lion King.
I know. I think the Lion King still has leaves everybody who was a big fan of the movie, the cartoon, the animated movie, leaves a bitter taste in their mouths. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who was a fan of the animated movie. Nobody liked. None of them.
No,
Like
'cause it was
live
not
action.
good.
They didn't like.
It was not good.
They were. Oh, they trashed that movie.
They did.
I think that was the only Disney live movie that really, really, really got trashed by the fans because again, everybody was, The Lion
That
King
one and Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. That one got trashed too. See, I didn't see, and I loved the animated. I love the animated. The animated.
The what's the name version was better, even though I only sort of ended at
What?
Beauty and the Beast, the one they did live recently.
Oh, are you talking about that tribute that they did to it with her?
Yeah,
Okay, you like that?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I was expecting more.
No, I definitely didn't think that we were gonna get the cartoon movie and then move certain segments to on stage.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna get like a Broadway
production. That's what I was.
That's what I was expecting.
That's what I was expecting.
I wasn't mad at it.
No,
and then
it was
her
okay.
playing
Belle.
Yeah. And then pulling out the guitar.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
You liked?
I thought that was really cool.
when she pulled out the guitar, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I thought
Really?
that was really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's her and Josh Groban, who has the voice of an angel.
Yeah. That part again. I tell you, and because some of the stuff they did on stage, again, I really enjoyed, like the hyenas. Not
Yeah.
the hyena, the wolves.
Yes.
I love how they did that. I love how they did him as the beast. I thought that was a really how they pulled
Yeah.
how they
I even
pulled
liked
that
how they
off.
did the rolls.
Yeah.
How they did the rolls and like the petals
Oh my
falling off the
gosh,
rolls.
that was
I thought that was really well done.
that was really well done.
Yeah.
I wish they had just done more of that.
Yeah,
because
I didn't.
again,
You could have just taken the time,
Yeah.
taken a few more weeks,
Yeah.
and did like a Broadway production,
That's what I thought. We
and
were gonna
just
get.
that's what I thought we were getting,
Yeah.
like they did with the Little Mermaid,
Yeah. Yep.
which I love too.
Interestingly, now what I was going to say about the Little Mermaid, I don't know if anybody else is, maybe I don't know, maybe mermaids are creepy.
Yeah, they don't
They-
have the
they-
good rep. Like if you look into mermaids,
Yeah, mermaids are there. And when you look them up online and or you look at the stories about mermaids, they're creepy. They're some creepy critters.
yeah, like
But even on screen, I go back to Splash with Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks.
Mhm.
And again, it was almost thematic. It's almost the same story, but it's told in a modern age. She falls in love with Tom Hanks because she saves him underwater, but she doesn't let him go. Well, she saves him, but then she follows him on land, and when she's on land, and she's dry, she gets legs. But it's a classic movie. I don't
oh, like what's the name?
yeah. But but you look at mermaids and it's like mermaids are creepy, and so it's like, oh man, it's like okay. And then to see them in live action, I'm like, that part kind of creeped me out. But again, for the music and for the scenery, and for all the big Disney production scenery, I think I like it. I'm excited. I'm kind of excited to see it.
Yeah, for the music,
And for the music, yeah, of course for the music because
I watched the original.
that movie had so many iconic songs. Yeah, I mean
Yes.
they had so many iconic songs.
As
So,
all Disney movies do. Like,
yeah,
and you know what? I'm gonna make since we're on the topic of Disney movies, right? I'm gonna make a controversial statement.
okay.
A statement that might get me in trouble.
Uh-oh.
A statement that will start arguments because I was in one last weekend
Okay,
for this statement.
let's do it.
The Lion King 2 was better than the first one.
I can't argue with you
Okay.
because I definitely didn't see The Lion King 2. I did not watch it. I didn't watch, but you know what? To date, I am 63 years old. I have never watched the original Lion King.
Well, you've got to watch both.
Yeah.
The Lion King 2, though, is better for one song, and I can't play it because this will be on YouTube, and we don't have the rights. But after this, once we finish, I will play the song for you. That song alone is the reason why the second movie is better than the first movie.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. The first movie is great. It's awesome. Like, it's just spectacular. It's like this. For me, the first Lion King is a 12 out of 10.
Okay.
12 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Because they just knocked it out of the park. Second Lion King, though, is a 13 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Love it.
I had no desire, and like I said, I hadn't seen the first one, and definitely had no desire to see the second one because, again, it was like, what would be the storyline? Is it a good story?
Yes, it is.
It really is.
Because it further explores running away from who you are and having it, like, it further explains running away from who you are and explaining that who your parents were doesn't make it so who you have to be.
Okay. All right.
I think I could have explained that better, but it's like running away from who you are, also not letting your past define who you are currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being an original you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. because it's about Simba's daughter and Scar's son.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And just, the acceptance of him because everybody knows it's Scar's son.
Yeah.
So it's like, we know who your daddy was.
Yeah.
So you ain't no good
Exactly.
because of who your daddy was.
Is.
Yeah.
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 So we don't expect you.
Yeah, we're not expecting much from you
because
of who your father
is.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's deep. I had, like I said, I had never seen.
Yeah, it's just
because I really didn't know until you just explained it what the storyline was.
The different.
So maybe I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah,
I'll give it a watch.
I think you should. The different. There are a lot of themes that are there that are put there for adults.
Okay.
If you know what. Okay. If you just apply the story to like your adult life, there are a lot of themes there for adults to make it palatable to watch with your kids 75 million times over and just over and over again. So
yeah, I have to date. Well, like I said, the Little Mermaid will be the first one, because usually I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But the minute that I try to watch one, I'm like, oh, I can't. I can't. I am really, really hoping that I don't end up feeling like that when I see The Little Mermaid.
Listen, I'm hoping for your sake that you don't either.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that it doesn't become one of the ones on the list for me where that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh God, what is this?
Yeah.
Why? Why did they do this? Yeah.
Because I'll never forgive them for giving Beyonce so many lines in The Lion King.
Really? Well, they had to, because she got a big check.
You don't. She did the soundtrack. You don't.
She got a big check.
Because at the end of the day,
you gonna work for this.
She played Nala.
Yeah.
Who in the original Lion King
did not have that many.
Had like 10 lines the whole movie.
Yeah.
They gave her like whole scenes.
Yeah.
And then one of the most iconic scenes in The Lion King, which is Simba running through the Sahara back to his homeland, came with this beautiful backing soundtrack, which they replaced in the live action version with a Beyonce song that had nothing to do with that moment. She
got a big check. They had to work her.
Like, it had nothing to do with that moment. I think that was that scene right there, and the scene how they butchered my favorite song from The Lion King,
which one?
Which is "Be Prepared." Butchered it.
Really?
Butchered it.
Her and that was the one that she sang with Donald Glover?
No. That was "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" Though Donald Glover, you're cool, but you're no Elton John. You're just no Elton John. But I wasn't horrible, but "Be Prepared" is the song that Jeremy Irons sang that he broke a vocal cord singing when he
played Scar, right?
He played Scar.
That was a lot. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember the song or the movie, but that was a song a lot of people had problems with. Because my niece was. I think she's the same age you are, but she said the same thing. She was like, I hated that.
It was so bad.
She said, I hated it. She said that was absolutely horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. She hated it. She was like, oh, why did they do that?
Yeah. It just
who did that? Who's that was
I'm gonna butcher my man.
Oh
name.
Yeah, don't don't do it. Don't I know who it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to butcher that man's name. But I'm glad you know who did it.
Yeah, I know who it is. I know who, because yes, I cannot. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to say his name. I do not know.
I don't.
I'm like him.
Yeah. Yeah, him. Like but yeah, him. But you know what else I had on that list? Your boy's coming out with another movie.
Who?
Jordan Peele.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What's this one?
To be released Christmas 2024.
Okay. What's this?
I don't know.
Oh, he has not announced it?
No, it hasn't been we haven't been given a name.
A name yet. Okay.
It was just announced that he will be releasing his fourth film on Christmas
of 2024.
2024.
Okay, that's not too far away. No, yes, it is. That's almost two. Yeah, that's quite a ways. Quite a good. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, the way time's moving, it'll be here before we know
before you know it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be here before we know it. Sure. And what's the name announced his 10th and final film, Quentin Tarantino.
Yes, finally. I did read about that. I said, okay, cool. And the only thing they've given is the title.
Yes.
The movie critic. So
which is interesting, giving all of his current criticisms of movies.
Yeah.
As of late.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what it is.
I'm interested. Yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino, and it's his final. So it's like, I'm definitely.
What was his last movie? Was it that one? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, didn't he do one after that? Wasn't there one after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I don't. Let's find out.
What did Brad Pitt just? He won an Oscar for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, that was his last movie.
That was his last movie.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay. All right. And so now officially I'm interested. Why is he retiring? To do what?
I think he's just done.
He has nothing left to say.
I think he's done. He's just done.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah. How can you rank his movies when we haven't gotten the last one yet?
Yeah.
Even though that's 3, 6, 9, 12.
I'm thinking, maybe he'll go into production. He'll produce movies. Maybe he'll
probably. But I don't know. Given his disdain currently for the current state of movies,
I don't see.
He's probably just done. I think that's honestly it. Like he's just not okay with the current state of cinema. So he's like, one more and then I'm out. Not gonna have it.
It's interesting because
probably because people won't let him call us the N-word anymore.
Oh,
it's probably because he can't. It's probably because he can't say that in movies. He can't use that word anymore in movies without problems.
So wait. So he had an issue with that, with the fact that people were upset.
But people have noticed. Fans have noticed. Just how much that word is used in his movies.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's all it is. It's just how much he
find a better word.
And then even a lot of people point out that scene in Pulp Fiction when he was talking about dead nigga storage.
Yeah.
So that just that
sparked the whole
it sparked the whole debate, and it's just like, hey, we shouldn't really be supporting him because he doesn't really.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's disrespecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and even though it's quote unquote art. Yeah. Dude, no.
It is art, but it leaves something to be desired when a lot of your pieces are period pieces, so you can use the fact that that's the word they used at the time to like get away with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go see it because again, I'm a big Tarantino fan.
I'm a Tarantino fan, and this being heralded and lauded already as his last
movie. Yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
I'd go.
I'm gonna go.
I just hope the story is good.
Yeah,
but again, I when I finally watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I had no clue what I was going to be watching. I just watched it on a whim. When I did finally watch it, I was like, oh my God, this movie is incredible. You know, it was weird, but it was incredible.
Yeah. I couldn't get past like the first 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I love Tarantino movies, but this one,
really?
I got bored.
I don't think I got bored because I was so into it trying to figure out what this movie was about. No, I remember when, and the other thing, I'm a big, because of this particular story they're telling about the what happened during the Charles Manson.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of that whole story. And the whole Manson thing. So, and usually, by virtue of the fact that they used it as a backdrop for all the other stuff that was going on, that's what made me watch it, because I wanted to see, all right, they're using that because that's what they ended up doing. It wasn't so much about Manson, but they used that as a backdrop for all the other stuff that was going on in Hollywood and around that particular night that happened. So yeah, that's why that was what attracted me to the movie. I'm a big fan of all Charlie Manson, not Charlie Manson and what he did,
right?
But just that whole
the story,
the whole story.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know what else too? First, you didn't tell me Babylon was like 3 hours long.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. Did you try to watch it? Did you finish it?
No, I still got like an hour and a half left.
Yeah.
Because I started watching it with the parents, and
you weren't eating the first half hour, were you?
We were, believe it or not. We had just sat down to dinner. I've forgotten that part, but it wasn't. We were able to get. It was like, it was more cringe.
Yeah.
Then
like it would gag. It wouldn't. But it was just cringy.
It was only cringy, right?
Yeah.
Because for me, it is still very cringy to watch sexual scenes in a room with my
your parents. Yeah.
So because that is still a cringy thing for me,
it's like,
I'm like, okay, we can get through this. You can just stop having sex. Like, just stop, just move on or finish so we can move on.
Could you stop that?
Like, come on, like, just
hurry up.
So, but other than that, I was just like, okay, it is a good movie. I'm gonna go back and finish it. But and we started watching it. It was like 8:30. Like, it wasn't early in the evening when
I knew when I initially was going, when I went in to watch it.
Yeah.
I looked at the time and I saw it was like a 3-hour pick.
You know, I gotta start doing that.
Yeah, I always,
because I never do.
I always look to see what time, and then I look at the clock to see what time it is, and I think, and now I'm gauging in my head. All right, do you got enough energy to watch a 3-hour movie, especially if it's one that you may not, you don't really know what you're going to be watching.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I had to watch it, but I had to make sure I watched it earlier in the day when my energy level was a little bit more up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there are certain scenes, certain portions of the movie where it kind of starts to.
Where it dips a little.
Yeah, it dips.
And it's a little slow.
And gets a little slow.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so.
But
you don't want that if you're tired.
No. So I'm gonna go back and finish it. And believe it or not, I might have finished it the first time, regardless of the time I started watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, I can't sit and watch a 3-hour movie at home because that is just a lot of time to designate to a movie.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time to just, that's a good chunk of time to just sit and designate to a movie.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I haven't watched any of the last 2 Avengers movies since, like, I seen them in theaters.
In the theaters, yep.
Wolf of Wall Street, haven't seen since I seen it in theaters.
That's a 3-hour picture?
It's a 3-hour movie. It's a really good movie, but it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't watch, that, what's the Michael Jackson story? The story with the Jackson 5. That was like 6 nights.
Oh,
on TV.
The Jacksons.
The Jacksons, the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't the Temptations. Those are just,
those little mini series.
Yeah. I'm just like, ain't no way I'm just going to sit and watch one of those. No. Except for, I saw a post. It said, if you had to watch one movie for 24 hours and you couldn't switch it, like you just had to watch one movie for like 24 hours, what would it be? And I was like, bro, I'm watching the Jackson 5. I'm watching the Jacksons because I watched that movie twice and my 24 hours is up. Like, like, what you mean? That movie is so long. You watch that movie twice and
your 24
hours is up.
Yeah.
It's up.
I'm watching Kill Bill.
And like, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to watch it with commercials.
Oh.
Because then I'm definitely done.
Definitely done.
Definitely done.
Definitely. I'm watching Kill Bill. I could do that. I can do that right now. I could sit there and watch it over and over again.
Yeah, Kill Bill was a really good movie.
Yeah.
As was the second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is crazy because those are two separate movies, but for Tarantino they count as one movie.
But you know what's really funny? I always that just like I've been waiting for a Good Burger too. I've been anxiously waiting or hoping that they would do a Kill Bill 3. Well, I mean, maybe not call it Kill Bill 3.
Yeah.
But there's another movie that they need to draw from that universe. There is one more movie, and that's the because there were some things that happened in the original movie that could culminate in another movie because you have what's her name, Black Mamba, Uma Thurman's character.
Mm-hmm.
She has a daughter. Now she killed Vivica Fox character.
Yes.
And Vivica Fox character had a daughter. And one of the things she told her, she said she killed her literally almost in front of the daughter. And she looked at her, she's like, "No, you're feeling a little sore about this right about now." She said, "But if you ever feel that sore about it," she was like, "and when you get older, look me up."
Also,
so I was like, "Oh, that would make such a great movie if as she's gotten older than now."
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking like, well, who would train her? But then Daryl Hannah's character, who she blinded,
but she didn't kill her.
And I was like, that would be a great story. It's like Daryl Hannah character reaches out to her, trains her, and sends her after.
That would be an interesting story to tell.
I always thought that would be a good story to tell.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good story to tell. But yeah, I mean that's all I really had.
Yeah,
we're here.
We're here. We did the thing today. We not as much
as many topics.
Not as much content today as usual, but I haven't seen Shazam yet.
No, I haven't. It's DC's worst. It's their worst opening weekend.
Was it? It didn't do well. It's really
It didn't do well. Like the way they word things like that has to be changed because it's the worst movie. It doesn't mean it didn't do well. It just for every other DC, it didn't do as well as every other DC movie.
Okay.
So
is the Flash this month or next month?
Next month.
Next month.
Next month.
Okay.
I don't think they put them out in the same month and make them compete like that.
They should have made. They should have.
That I'm excited to see.
They should have had Flash this month and moved Shazam to whatever date they're going to release Flash on.
Yeah.
I mean, Flash is going to do well regardless, but again, it might have whet people's appetite a little bit more for Shazam.
I think they'd have been disappointed a little bit. If if the Flash come out and it's good, and then you give me
Shazam.
Yeah. The director was nervous about calling him his actual name.
Billy Batson?
No, his name is not Shazam. It's Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Why? Oh, because of Marvel. And actually, though, the character of Captain Marvel in DC version of Captain is older than the character.
Yeah, you're right. But it's one of those things where it's like, did it first?
Yeah, they got it first.
I got it first.
Yeah. I always wondered how they even got away with that. How Marvel got away with calling Captain Marvel, with their version of Captain Marvel, because the DC version
was there first,
already existed. I always wondered how they even got away with that. But it happened.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna see. I kind of wish the last trailer spoiled something. I don't know if you've seen the last trailer for Shazam.
I'm sure I did. What was it that spoiled for you?
What's the name? Gal Gadot be in it. Wonder Woman's in it.
That
I said, fam, you could have let me watch the movie and see that.
That they should.
I'm like, why are you showing me this in the trailer?
Yeah, that they should have held that. I was like, why are they putting that in the trailer?
Why is this in the trailer?
Yeah.
Hold this for when I go see the movie.
I agree. Give me something
like Black Adam held Superman.
Exactly. That they didn't have to put that trailer out. I'm like, why did they show that? Unless there's something else going on that we didn't see yet, I don't know. But they didn't need to put.
They didn't need to put that out. They could have held that until people saw the movie.
Yep.
They could have held that.
I agree. I was like, why? Why'd y'all so show that? So that might be the one thing. Well, so that might be the one good thing about the movie.
Right. And then you ruin it in the preview. So now it's like when she shows up and I'm like, well, all right, I've seen that already.
Oh, gosh. It's like,
But I am interested because, like I said, I would have never, ever in life guessed Helen Mirren to play a supervillain in a superhero movie.
No, me neither.
Never in my life would I have said, if you'd have been like, yo, you could have said, guess who is the new supervillain in a movie, in a superhero movie? I promise you, I'd have went through like 800 names before I got to Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Like, I would.
Yeah, me too. I was like, even when they first announced that she was going to be one of the villains, I was like, Helen Mirren?
I'm like, bro, are you sure?
Are you sure? Helen Mirren? Isn't she like really old?
Right.
You know, and y'all gonna be doing a whole bunch of special effects and putting her on wires and all this stuff.
And I'm just like, all right.
Okay.
All right. It's a bold choice.
Yeah, that was definitely ballsy.
Yeah, it's a bold choice. But we'll see how it pays off.
Yeah, I hope it works.
See how it pays off. April 18th, Cocaine Bear hits streaming services.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm looking forward to it.
I kind of think I still want to see it on the big screen.
I think I want to see it on the big screen.
I think I need to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
I think I need to see it on the big screen.
Yeah. You can rent it currently. Aren't they showing it on Apple TV?
Don't tell me that.
Check.
Well, I can't. I don't have Apple TV on this phone.
No. I'm just saying check.
Yes. I will.
Yeah.
I will. As soon as we hit stop recording, I'm going to check.
When I had heard that they were releasing it into streaming soon.
Yeah.
And I went online to see which streaming services were, and the only one that I didn't have any of them. They've already released it on Prime Video, but it's as a rental.
Okay.
And Vudu, you can rent it you can either rent it or purchase it. But those are the only two that I have access to. And I decided, if I'm going to rent it, I'd rather go to the movies. I'd rather go to the theater
and see it
on the screen. Yeah. But Apple TV, I don't really know a lot about how that works. So I don't know if it's on Apple TV as a rental or if it's actually being streamed on Apple TV. But I did say that Apple TV.
Oh, I'm gonna check.
Was one.
Oh, I'm gonna check as soon as we stop recording. Yes, I will. I need to see it.
Yeah.
Because I will watch that tonight.
Yeah. Well, if you watch it tonight, I'm coming over to watch it too.
I will let you know.
Let me know.
Because matter of fact, if it's available to rent, I still might watch it tonight. I'm gonna text you.
Really?
Because if it's available to rent,
you would rent it.
Yes.
Because how much is a rental on Apple TV?
For a movie this new, it'll probably be like $20.
Yeah, that's about the running rate from what I've seen on Vudu and also on Prime Video. It's like $19.99, $20. You know.
Uncle Greg.
Yeah.
Did you watch what's the name yet?
What?
What's the movie with the Christmas movie about Santa Claus that just came out last year?
No.
It's on Peacock. Please watch it.
Violet Night?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on Peacock.
Yeah, I know.
Please watch it.
I know. There's a couple of them on Peacock that I want to watch.
Yeah.
That one and Megan.
Yo.
Have you watched Megan yet?
Megan is so stupid, but in all the best ways possible.
I know. I'm kind of like I want to be able to just sit down and really just enjoy it. So I'm trying to kind of like just
Megan is so stupid, but in all the best way possible. And Megan 2 is coming.
Are you kidding me?
No, I am not. Megan 2 is coming.
Oh God.
Yes.
All right.
Megan 2 is coming.
Okay. All right. So I did see that Violent Night is on there, and I said that's another one I want to watch.
Yes.
So yeah, I am going to watch that.
Yes, that movie was great. But yeah, this has been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun, y'all.
It's time to go enjoy
That's
the rest
to go.
of my birthday. It's time to go enjoy the rest of my birthday. So, but yeah, until the next one, y'all.
Until the next one.
We out.
Yep.